of the
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're going to start off with our recognition of visitors, the student pride cards. We don't have no visitors, right? No. Yeah, who wants to? I mean, I could have done them.
Oh, yeah, did he give you the list?
I don't have,
Okay.
I have his update. Okay, the updates. Okay, so for kindergarten, we had Stella Middleton, and I don't see Stella here tonight. This was from the Stefik. Stella is responsible, kind, and respectful. She is also safe in school. You rock. I have a Gianna Lorenz. Is that how you say it, sweetie? I'm sorry. Is that okay? Come on up here. Okay, she is in first grade, and this came from Miss Lewis. Gianna is working hard at Deer Time. Is that what it's called? DEAR time? Deer Time. Today she has been reading the whole time. Keep up the great work, Gianna. Nice job. Brian, share. You see it?
We won't bite. Good catch. Thank you.
You're making her go all the way around?
Yeah. It's a long walk.
Nice job. Okay, we had second grade student Colton Beering. This was from Mrs. Huth. Colton held the door for Mrs. Huth, and she said, "Thank you, Colton." And third grade student, Mrs. Bain wrote this for CJ Grissom. Come on up. CJ completed extra math. He also mastered 0 through 12 multiplication facts in the classroom. Super work, nice job. Awesome.
Thanks.
Good job.
Thanks.
Good job.
Thanks.
Keep working on that math.
Awesome. All right. We had Savannah Finney, was for fourth grade. Mrs. Allen wrote this. She said, "So proud of all your hard work. Keep up the great work." And Dominic, I don't know if we have a Dominic here. Okay. This was from Mrs. Merck. She said, "Great job working together in science and social studies. Your teamwork was impressive and your results were amazing." All right, then moving on to middle school. Sixth grade, we had Mackenzie Palmieri. She showed great improvement from the beginning of the chapter pre-test to the end of the chapter test, and that was from Mr. Flanagan. Dylan Marks, I don't see him either. And this was from Mrs. Parkhurst. Dylan has been a very good student in both world studies and language arts. He works hard, participates, and has a good attitude. Dylan also came to Book Club last month to present his book. Thanks, Dylan. And Samantha Greathouse, come on up. Samantha is one of our 8th grade students, and Mrs. Sarver wrote this about her. Let me stand on the side. Thank you for taking the initiative this morning before the 8 a.m. bell to pass out and manage the laptops. It was a huge help. Awesome. Thank you.
Ninth grade, we have Kyla Holmes. Come on up. This is from Mrs. Wise. She said, "Thank you for helping so much in English. I appreciate your caring attitude. Don't change who you are. You are a very special young lady." Nice job. Now you get to walk. Then we have Josh Filius. This is from Mr. Negron. I'm going to do my best to read. He puts it in this really funky script, so it's, as I get older, it's a little harder to read these. Volunteering his time to tutor a fellow classmate during AO period, leading to his peer meeting the 80% threshold required by the instructor of American history. His efforts reflect great credit upon himself, the sophomore class, and the Waterloo School District. And then we have Sarah Weaver, Jr. For Mrs. Atkins, you have worked so hard this year. Thank you for always knowing your part and working hard in class. And Senior Nash Benton, from Mr. Bosley, great job on your Chem 7 test. So I think that's all I have. Thank you.
Good.
Thanks. Well, most certainly, we appreciate everybody coming out, and if you guys want to exit now, you can, or you can stay for the whole meeting. We won't hold it against you. But just so you know, I want to add, May 3rd, we are having a Q&A up at the Randolph Town Hall for the levy, if you're interested.
Thank you.
Thank you. Then we'll go ahead with the roll call.
Okay, Mrs. Brock,
Here.
Mr. Pussiter,
Yeah, here.
Mr. Fletcher,
Here.
Mrs. Whittlesey, Mr. Dunn.
Can I get a motions to adopt the Waterloo Board of Education for April 12, 2018?
I'll move.
I'll second it. Roll call?
Mr. Fletcher,
Yes.
Mrs. Brock,
Yes.
Mr. Pussiter.
Yes.
And the president's report, I don't, because you're going to hit the levy, so I'm probably going to piggyback off you.
Okay.
And then Diane's not here because she was on training with Maplewood, and I think extended where she was for a couple days. And then Adam should be back next week. He's been doing his intern in DC.
Okay, you ready?
Ready?
I have real quick, I have a lot of things covered here. We have a lot of events that we're trying to get out to, who am I yelling at? I'm used to talking to a lot of people these days, but what we're doing, we're working really hard to try to get word out to the community, just to talk about the facts and differentiate between, if someone is saying, hey, I'm not sure I want to go, and they listen to rumors and they don't know because there's rumors, that's a bad thing. So we have been making a constant effort to get out into the community. Rather than ask people to come here and have like 5 people come here, which is what we've had in the past, we've been going to, like you just mentioned, Mrs. Rock, you mentioned, on May 3rd at 6:30 at the Randolph Community Center, we're going to have a Q&A. For anybody who's not sure, or if they're no, or if they're yes, whoever, everybody, we can have 100 people come there and ask questions. And Todd and I, Mr. Carp and I will answer these questions until midnight. We prefer not to, but we will, to answer any questions anybody might have about the levy. There are other things that we've been doing to try to get word out about the levy. Going to different activities, like dodgeball thing, there were 1 million people at the dodgeball thing, it was pretty cool. There were how many people there? 250?
Yeah, final teams.
And that was a chance where we had a lot of help. We had we had voter registration table there. We had people handing out levy facts, that kind of thing. And then just let the activity be the activity. We also have a lot of things this week. We have a karate exhibition going on Saturday. I'm going to go to that. It's Mr. Edwards, woodshop teacher's doing that. He's done a great job this year, as a side note. Also doing this karate thing too. We were going to have a small group there to pass out levy information. We have mother and daughter dance. I haven't asked anybody if we're allowed to do that, but we're going to stand by the door and hand stuff out with Mr. Walker, and the PTO is doing that. Is that right? The father-daughter. Did I say that right?
You said mother-daughter.
That's probably because I'm used to giving my wife all of the daughter duties, maybe. I don't know. That's not true either. But we have that going on. We also have, there was one other thing, we have music boosters going on Saturday evening. So, and they've allowed us to come and hand things out for that and just try to promote the levy and just do it. So we're trying to find things to do pretty much, I wouldn't say 7 days a week, but we're trying to get like 3 to 5 days a week. We're trying to get word out to the community to show that we are in desperate need. We're looking for 2 levies. One is a new operating levy. Back in 2010, we promised, or was 11, we promised a 5-year operating levy. That was approved by the community. 5 years is gone, come and gone, and we've had to make cuts to keep surviving. We're asking for a new operating levy, continuing operating levy, so we don't have to keep asking people for levies. That is new. It is, I always get these numbers wrong, so I'm going to cheat and look. It's 9.75 mils, which comes to $28.44 a month when you have a house with a tax value of $100,000. That's just to make the math easier. Some people will say, and I heard people last time around in the fall, maybe crazy, we had people spreading, we didn't all call people spreading mistruths and saying, hey, your tax is going to go up thousands of dollars and it's going to be, and that's not the case at all. It's just under $30 per month for that particular mill, and that's to enable our district to live as we are living today. We're not looking for anything extra. We're not looking for raises. We're not looking for a new stadium. We're not looking for lavish things around this school building. You can see what you see here is what you get, so that's what we're looking to do. We also have more, just as important, we have a renewal out. We have 2 levies. One's a new operating levy, 9.75. The other one is a 5.59 renewal. Renewal is the key word. It is a continuation of an existing levy. We are not asking for additional taxes. We're just asking for that levy, which is already collected from the community, to continue on. We need both for our school district to survive. We're not talking about thriving here, we're talking about surviving. And if you come on May 3rd and go to the Randolph Community Center, you can see our presentation. If we continue to fail both of these levies by 2022, which sounds like it's a million years from now, but it's not. Was it 22, 21, or 22? We'd be $5.5 million in debt. Our annual budget for our district is about 10 million, give or take, 11 million. So you can see if we are $5.5 million in debt, that will crush our school district, and that's an unfortunate thing because we have a very, very good thing here. We have a very nice thing going here to help our children learn and have them move and be productive people. We want to continue to do that. So folks out there, please consider passing both levies on May 8th.
What is the date that the renewal levy, we stopped collecting?
We stopped collecting it at the calendar year.
Okay, one other thing to add to that, we are going to make, we have to talk about this, excuse me, if we want to, I hate to say this and put a jinx on it, we were not to pass these 2, we have to submit our intention by May 9th, so we'll have to talk about that very, very soon. If we want to have, May 9th would be the deadline if we want to have an August vote. So please keep that in mind. That quick turnaround happened, I think it was, when was it, last fall for the one in May, is that right? I'm getting all the dates switched around, but we have to do that again. So we're going to make that decision pretty darn quick.
Just thinking out loud, I'm looking at my calendar here, that's what I'm doing, I'm not talking on my phone. Our next board meeting is May 10th.
That's too late.
That's too late.
Right, so we
And the election is May 8th. And we have to have 2 resolutions. We have a resolution that we pass, and we send it up to the county auditor, and then they come back and certify.
we have to have another.
Certify the bill. Certify the district valuation. She usually has a quick turnaround on that. By law, they have 5 days to get that back to us.
So, I mean, we really can't wait until, we obviously can't wait till our next board meeting.
Right.
So.
We have to decide soon, like tonight. Okay?
Well, we can talk to the other board members when they get back.
And if, let's
Try to get a
say,
consensus.
if we decided to do it and we went through the process and then, you know, one or both the levies passed, we can always withdraw the levy
Correct.
from the special.
Correct.
Because if I'm correct, we have now, and then we have August, the
No.
special election, and we have November.
For
And
the
that's
renewal.
it. That's it for the year, for this year.
For the renewal, and then if it doesn't pass May, August, or November, then it's no longer a renewal. It would be a new levy.
But I mean, those are the only 3
Correct.
elections this year. this
Correct.
coming year.
I mean, them are the only 3, period, I think we have to even before we say state's coming.
Right. So we're gonna wait and talk to the other 2, it sounds like, right? And that's
And
the,
then we'd have to have 2 special board meetings.
okay. That's what I have. I mean, that's the big thrust. We're looking for continuing operating levy, 9.75. We're looking for renewal, 5.59. Renewal is not a new tax, a continuation of an existing levy. Please keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, okay? The next thing, I just made a little note here for reassignment. On the, when we go through the agenda, you'll see that we simply transferred Title I tutor to kindergarten class, take over teaching normally, so just so you know that. We just wanted to have it be noted that she started that now. And that's what I have. Thank you, ma'am.
I don't have anything. You have anything? And we'll go on to the high school updates.
I'm gonna try to make this quick. You know, the end of the year is crazy in the high school, so trying to get it all in here. I had testing on my list. We are obviously in full test season, so, but it just started with the elementary and middle school, so next week for the high school. But everybody seems to be operating pretty well. No major snafus as of right now, so knock on wood for that one. We had our winter sports banquet, which was really nice. I got to attend it as a parent, so I thought that was interesting. I was signing all the sports certificates, and I thought, wow, I get to sign. It was cool. It was fun. We had a nice evening. We just finished the third grading period already, so those report cards in the high school were mailed home. Entering into the fourth grading period, which I cannot believe is already here. It just seems like it flies by very quickly. Next Tuesday, our seniors go for the None for Under 21 trip to Hiram College, where they do a drunk driving presentation. It's a great trip, so I'm very happy to still be able to send them to that. May 3rd, Todd Whitaker, the author of the books that we've been reading all year long, is coming for a presentation here, so we're very much looking forward to his visit. Saturday, May 5th is prom already. Can't believe that's around the corner. We have our Viking of the Month reception, which we did last year, so all the students that were nominated for Viking of the Month throughout the year are brought back at the end of the year for a dessert reception with their parents. We're also going to hold our senior honors dinner, so all of the seniors that are graduating 3.5 and higher in their class also will be here the following week, May 16th, for a dinner with their parents and a teacher that they're choosing to honor that evening. So that was a really special evening. Last night, if you plan on coming, please bring tissues. It was quite tearful. Senior breakfast, May 17th. Senior academic awards, May 18th. Senior locker clean out, May 25th. Sorry, it's on the list. May 29th is Maplewoods graduation, so if anyone's looking to attend that, that's the 29th. Senior exams, graduation rehearsal, and then graduation June 3rd. It'll be here before we know what hit us. So all of those things are on our calendar, and it just seems like there's 10 more probably going on, and it just, our heads spin from here until June. And finally, I have to say congratulations to Team Chuck and Duck. That was the team that won. And believe me, that was a mild name considering the rest of the team names that evening. But they won the dodgeball tournament, and it was a great night if you were there. Gosh, we had a good time. We had splitting headaches when we left, but it was a good time.
You should have ducked.
I ducked all night.
Do you have a date for the senior awards?
Senior awards is Friday, May 18th at 9 a.m.
Say it again.
Friday, May 18th,
18.
9 a.m. And we'll do the, somebody reminded me, thank goodness, we'll do the walkthrough where they walk through the building the last time, starting all the way down in the elementary, and they'll come all the way up to the high school for the last time. So we'll do that again.
And Wednesday evening with the teacher?
That is Wednesday, that's okay, Wednesday, May 16th.
May 16th, okay.
I have these all in a document that I shared with the staff, so I will send one your way, Mr. Bremen, too, so you have them all. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
We got the middle school update.
Yes, and I'm going to do errands as well and read it off my phone. Okay, so the high school recently participated in the Pennies for Patients, and it benefits the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, so they asked us if we would like to do it. It's called the Hero Squad. And so around the middle school, there are posters hanging of young children that have had leukemia, and so we're raising money for that. I wanted to congratulate Justin Fox. He was named the New Way Individual National Championship for Wrestling. He traveled to Lansing, Michigan last week weekend and secured that, so that was really cool. Middle school track had their first meet last night and they ran really well, I guess. I guess they did really good, lots of successes. Coach Huber talked for like 2 minutes on the announcements this morning about everything they did. It was like 8:06 and we were trying to start testing. We were like, all right, come on.
The high school announcement,
Yeah.
what is going on?
Yeah, so he goes, can I announce this? It's kind of long. So I was like, yeah, sure. He's so proud. Like, he is the proudest coach I think I've ever met. As Lori said, testing has gone very smoothly. We've had just very, very minor errors. The teachers are getting more comfortable with it. You know, we're circulating. The joke today was our counselor, our K counselor, was wearing tennis shoes because she's just buzzing up and down the halls, making sure everybody's good with testing, so with her dressing. As you probably have heard, but Mackenzie Palmieri was diagnosed with a rare cancer, and it's very heartwarming to see how much our student body has been supportive to her and backed her up, and they want t-shirts and they want bracelets, and so we're selling the t-shirts and wristbands before school. There's a fundraiser on May 25th at the Randolph Community Center. It's never been done. We're getting 6, 7, and 8, grades 6, 7, and 8, and we're all going down to the cafetorium and we're setting it up kind of like a movie theater. The cheerleaders did this in the fall and it was really cool. They pulled the big screen down and we're going to show the movie Wonder. Have you guys heard of it? Or the book?